Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. How I wish this was a face to face conference and I could see all of you and your smiling faces. Nevertheless, we are here at the webinar today. I'm Vinutha Naik and I'm going to talk to you about how to win a job interview and how to become successful in your early career. I'm sharing with you the formula for success. Success equals hard work plus good luck plus good decision making and mentoring. For example, all of you who received the invite for this webinar today are lucky, but all of you who are attending today made a very good decision. So maybe we can say 50% battle is won. But remember, success is never 50% or 90% achieved. You are either successful or unsuccessful. Talking about hard work, there is no substitute for hard work. Lion, who is the king of the jungle, has to work really very hard to find its prey. He waits for the opportune moment to attack its prey and eat it. He can't just keep waiting for the deer to come jumping around and get into his mouth just because he's the king of the jungle. The fourth important factor of success is choosing the right mentor. Mentor is the one who guides you and channelizes your energy into the right direction. Arjun, who was the best in archery, would not have probably been what he was if it was not for Dronacharya. Similarly, Sachin Tendulkar, god of cricket, would not have been god of cricket if it was not for Acharikar. Therefore, to achieve success, it is very, very important to seek coaching and choose a mentor wisely. Now that you know the formula for success, let me give you some examples about hard work. So let us start with where you are right now. As students, over the next 6 months to 1 year, you are going to join the workforce. Some of you will join the corporate world, some of you will start your own business and become entrepreneurs, right? Now is the time for you to push the accelerator and work hard for good grades. Why are grades important? Good grades depicts dedication and discipline of the student. An organization has one position and they receive hundreds of resumes for that position. What do you think employers must be doing? Surely not tossing a coin, right? They would apply a filter to all the applicants that they have received. And most often, the filter is of grades. If the filtering criteria is 70% marks, the one who gets 65 also loses, and the one who is getting 69.8 also loses. If the filter is on 70, anyone getting 70 or more is lucky. And if someone is at 69.9, he doesn't even get a chance. Who gets 65 also loses, and the one who is getting 69.8 also loses. If the filter is on 70, anyone getting 70 or more is lucky. And if someone is at 69.9, he doesn't even get a chance for an interview. My best wishes to all of you for great scores. And let us assume that all of you are within the filter. What next? So now you are next for the interview. The interviewers are going to talk to you for 1 hour, and their decision of selecting you or not selecting you will be based on your performance during this 1 hour. The first 10 minutes of the interview are extremely crucial because everything that you did in your 20 years, you have to summarize and present to the interviewers. They need to be impressed enough to give you the next 50 minutes for the interview conversation. What do they assess in 1 hour? They assess just two things: aptitude and attitude. Aptitude is the knowledge, your talent, and the ability to work, whereas attitude is how you work, how you apply your knowledge, and what's your approach towards taking on responsibilities. So let's dwell upon what is this attitude all about and what are they really assessing when they're assessing your attitude. So let me dwell upon the attitude part of it. Every employer wants someone with a positive attitude to join the organization. Positive attitude comes across when you give a firm handshake. when you maintain a good eye contact, when you're well dressed, and when you speak confidently. Number two is honesty. Honesty and integrity are two very, very important values for any organization you go to. When you are asked a question, be very honest. For example, if they ask you, why did you choose BMS? And if the answer to that is, it was your parents who advised you to do BMS and therefore you just did it, please say that. Just be truthful. When you are truthful, your eye contact, your body language, everything gives signals that whatever you are saying is actually the fact. And trust me, the one sitting across the table definitely knows how to assess that. If you're asked a question which you do not know, please say honestly that you do not know about it. It's better to accept rather than bluff. Number three is your willingness to put in hard work. One who does not shy away from working hard puts in all the efforts to learn along the way. And that is very important in the corporate world. Nobody gives you a textbook to read and learn everything, nor does anyone hold your hand and teach you. And the fourth most important point, be prepared. It is very important that you are extremely prepared before you go for the interview. Preparations at the time of peace will decide the fate of war. A very common question asked to freshers is, tell me about your strengths and weaknesses. Most often, we are very prepared to give away two, three, four, maybe five strengths of ours. And seldom we are prepared with an answer on our weaknesses. So prepare yourself to answer that question. Preparedness is extremely important. And remember, positive attitude comes with practice. So start practicing that. Be honest at all times and be on time for the interview. Go ahead and crack it. Now, let me tell you the flip side. Suppose you do not get selected in the interview. Please understand, it does not mean that you are a good candidate or a bad candidate. It just means that your skills did not match with the job skills that the interviewers were looking for. It just means that you are better suited for some other role. So let's do a quick recap. Success equals good luck, hard work, good decision making, and choosing the right mentor. And in order to crack an interview, be prepared, be on time, practice positive attitude, be honest at all times, and demonstrate your willingness to put in hard work. Now, let's move on to talking about what is this whole transition from college to corporate. While in college, you're given a schedule. You know when your lectures are, and you generally know when your exams are going to be. But in a corporate, you have to make your own schedule. Nobody will prioritize the work for you. It's you who have to prioritize and ensure that you complete your work on time. Number two, in college, you are paying fees in order to gain knowledge. In an organization, you are paid a salary so that you perform and give value to the organization. In college, you're continuously working towards getting good grades. You know there are going to be 2 unit tests and 2 semesters. But in corporate, every day is an exam. You are being assessed every day for your performance. So don't think that since you have cracked the interview and created an impression, that impression is going to last forever. It won't. Because you are observed and assessed every day. It is human tendency that when a white plain poster is thrown in front of you and it has a black dot, everyone will notice the black dot, but not such a large white canvas. And therefore, you have to be watchful of your behavior in the organization every day. And if you have a mentor who continuously guides you on what that right behavior is, you will always benefit. Let me tell you about few other things which are very important in the corporate world. Always be punctual. Why? Because you are one of the junior most persons and you don't want others to wait for you. So whether it is reaching office on time or attending a meeting on time or submitting your assignment on time, punctuality is of essence. Number two, be well dressed. Don't wear jazzy t-shirts or torn jeans like you did in college. Probably. In the corporate, follow the dress code. And when in doubt, be conservative. Choose formals or business casuals. Number three is effective communication. Speak when you need to, and rest of the time, just spend time listening and gathering information. You never know what you will get to learn by listening to a conversation or listening someone, a senior, speak in front of you. Most of the communication in the corporate will happen on email, unlike WhatsApp and Facebook during your college life. And therefore, you have to learn the art of email communication. Number four is relationship management. Today, in the online world, you are managing your relationships with your friends, cousins, relatives, parents, all of that. In an organization, the one relationship that you really have to maintain and manage is the one with your boss. Now, the reason it is always a good idea to have a good rapport with your boss because he is the one who will give you visibility in the organization and he is the one from who you will learn. Number five, don't make friends in office. You have to draw a line between professionalism and friendship. Help each other, seek for help, but that is within the limits of professionalism and not friendship. Remember, you are one among equals, and therefore your focus should always be on your performance and your behavior every day and always. Number six, do not gossip. Stay away from gossips. Do not get into a conversation about political affairs or some sexual comments or a discussion about a female colleague whatsoever. Number six, do not gossip. Stay away from gossip. Do not make any comment about political affairs or on religion. You never know who's listening to your conversation and making an impression about you. So, best is stay away from all these things. And the last one, but the most important one. While in college, you are working towards individual goals, your grades, your performance. But in an organization, you are working towards team goals. Teamwork is of, and last but the most important one. While in college, you are pursuing your individual goals, your grades, your performance. But in the organization, you are working towards team goals because your performance affects the team performance.